Hello dear viewers, a very warm welcome to our channel. It's very good to have you here. In this video, we're going to have a look at turbo lag. We're going to see what is turbo lag and how can you reduce effect of a turbo lag on your engine. Well, turbo lag is simply the delay between when you depress the accelerator pedal and when the turbocharger delivers significant boost. When you depress the accelerator pedal intentionally, you are going to increase engine speed and you want the turbo to automatically supply the required boost. But actually that is not happening. There is a significant delay between you pressing the accelerator pedal and the turbo supplying the required boost. Why does it happen? What is the cause of a turbocharger lag? Well, there is something that is going to take place sequentially. First, when you depress the accelerator pedal, the engine speed has to rise. And that increased engine speed has to produce more exhaust. When more exhaust is acting on this turbine wheel has to be moved by more exhaust. Then when the exhaust spins the turbine will activate the compressor wheel. Right here we have the compressor wheel. When that increased force is acting and the turbine is spinning at high speed, then comes spinning of the compressor wheel. Because they are solidly connected on a same shaft, the turbine spinning will spin the compressor as well. Now, then the compressor will push air. It is actually pumping air from this direction. This is where the air cleaner is supplying. Air will be sucked from here and it will be pumped into this cavity and then it will exit to the intake manifold. The lag is the time it takes for the exhaust to increase the turbine spin, and then the turbine spin, which will directly increase the compressor spin, and the compressor, in order to pump air and rush it to the intake manifold, it needs lag. During that moment, the engine feels like weak, like a naturally aspirated engine. So that is why turbo lag is happening. Turbo lag is basically happening because of this sequential procedure. Now, when there is a turbo lag is simply the time delay to reach full boost. You press the accelerator pedal, it will not be automatically boosting. That delay, the delay to reach the full boost after throttle is opened, is called a turbo lag. There is also another terminology that you should remember. We call it the turbo threshold. The turbo threshold is the minimum RPM where the turbo can produce positive boost. On idle, exhaust is acting on the turbine, engine speed is low, the turbine will be rotating, but the turbocharger will not be significantly boosting. That threshold, the minimum RPM where the turbo can produce positive boost, is called the turbo threshold. For example, a large turbo might need 3,500 RPM to boost. That means when the crankshaft is spinning at 3,500 RPM, we have significant boost from the turbocharger. Below that, you have significantly no boost. That is why we call it the turbo threshold. That is the threshold. So even at 4,000 RPM, for this example, you might depress the gas pedal, but half-second wait has to be there. That is called the turbo lag. Now, what are some of the symptoms of a turbo lag? If your engine is having a turbo lag, there are always indications. For example, your engine might hesitate on initial throttle. You depress the accelerator pedal, the engine will hesitate. That is an indication of a turbo lag. Or you feel nothing. You depress the accelerator pedal, you feel nothing. Then suddenly you feel rush of power. That is an indication of a turbo lag. And if you have poor drivability in stop and go traffic, that is also an indication of a turbo lag problem. On stop and go traffic, you will not have sufficient time to accelerate the engine, so the turbo will not be reaching its full potential. That is clearly visible turbo lag indicator. Now, what can you do in order to reduce the turbo lag or trying to eliminate it if possible? There are some driving related things that you can do, and majority of the fixes are actually mechanical issues, mechanical things. Let's begin from the driving technique. There is what we call the preload boost. This is a preload boost is simply keeping the engine RPM above the threshold. If, for example, previously we said engine RPM is 3,500 for a large turbo boost, so keep your RPM above that threshold before needing the turbo boost. That is one method of reducing turbo lag. And the other technique, usually not recommended for normal driving, but for racing and track driving, what they do is they use left foot for braking. Left foot braking, then one right foot will be kept on the accelerator pedal. Then they use their left foot for braking, maintaining throttle while braking to keep turbo spinning. That can totally eliminate turbo lag. But this is not recommended for normal everyday driving. This is recommended for track race and for racing driving. And the other thing is downshifting earlier. If you downshift earlier, high RPM means exhaust flow readily. That can also eliminate turbo lag. The other fix that can reduce turbo lag is mechanically reducing exhaust restriction. If you have somehow reduced the exhaust gas restriction, you can eliminate turbo lag. For example, high flow catalytic converters can eliminate resistance of the exhaust, and that can reduce turbo lag. And using larger diameter exhaust, but not extremely large because we need velocity for the exhaust. Using larger diameter exhaust will have reduction in resistance to flow. That can also reduce turbo lag. And these are some of the things. And whenever there are bends, whenever there are mandrel bends on the exhaust, make sure that they are smooth. Sharp corners, they will always increase resistance to flow, and that can increase turbo lag. So smooth mandrel bends, that can also improve turbo lag. And when it comes to the intake, some mechanical work on the intake can also improve turbo lag. For example, using shorter and larger diameter intake pipes. This can reduce turbo lag effect. Low restriction airflow. Usually low restriction air cleaners. As we have said earlier, when turbo lag is one of the turbo lag causes that the compressor has to suck air from the air cleaner and then supply. If there is restriction on the air cleaner side, turbo lag will increase. So one method is to reduce restriction in the area of the air filter. And if possible, reducing intercooler volume can also help in reducing turbo lag. When you reduce, always there has to be a trade-off between cooling and lag. So reducing the intercooler volume can somehow reduce turbo lag as well. Lightweight rotating assembly use can also reduce turbo lag. Lighter turbines and compressor wheels. This has to do with the design of the turbocharger, and using ceramic ball bearings instead of journal bearings, that can increase the turbocharger speed because of reduced friction. Ball bearing turbo spool is 15 to 30% faster than journal bearing units. So this has to do with the design of the turbocharger. Some vehicles, they have electric assist. There is an e-turbo, e-boost mechanism. Electric motor pre-spooled turbos are there before exhaust takes over. Electric assist, electric turbo, virtually zero lag is there because the delay is basically because of the delay of the exhaust. If you are using electric, if there is an electric assist, that is very much nice, virtually zero lag. But the problem is it is expensive and it is not widely available for DIY projects. So these are some of the things that you can do in order to reduce turbo lag. You can go ahead and replace your turbo with correctly sized ball bearing and twin scroll unit and tune the engine properly in order to have reduced turbo lag. So the bottom line is turbo lag is basically the delay. You depress the accelerator pedal, but the boost is not readily available. There is a delay, and the threshold is the minimum RPM needed to boost. So best fix is to replace your turbocharger with one with less turbo lag. And don't confuse lag with bad tune, vacuum leak, or tiny engine with a massive turbo. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you regarding a turbo lag. We have looked at what a turbo lag is, some of the things that can contribute to increased turbo lag, and some of the things that you can do in order to reduce turbo lag. If you find this video helpful and if you enjoy what has been presented, don't forget to smash the like button. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and consider subscribing, turn on notification so that you will be the first to get notified whenever we come up with another video. Until then, stay safe.